tragic ending of a wonderful baseball life. I was doing some research, Howie, and you and I watched videos, and we were talking before we went and did this show. You forget, you know, what a great start to his career he had, but then had his struggles, thought his baseball career was over, and then got rejuvenated in Boston uh, with the Red Sox giving them another chance. And then had Phil and Joe Niekro sort of educate him about the knuckleball
Yeah.
and how to throw it perfectly and where to place it and to frustrate hitters and get it into hitters' heads. And he had such a solid career, a staple of that world championship team that ended that long, long drought in Red Sox history. Of course, was part of that giving up the home run to Aaron Boone. Like he certainly had quite interesting, incredible baseball life, and we lost Tim Wakefield just this past week.
His career was just such a roller coaster, up and down and up and down. And I don't mean from the pros to the minors. I mean from highs and lows and highs and lows. You talked about the fact that he thought his career was over. He grew up playing first base and being a slugger. And at that, he got to a level where he couldn't do that anymore. And he thought he was out of baseball. And then he was in the Pittsburgh organization. And somebody said, told one of the scouts or one of the coach, one of the the roving coaches, roving instructors, take a look at his fast or his knuckleball. Take a look at his knuckleball. And so they did, and they thought he's got a pretty good knuckleball. They brought him into pitch one time. He was playing second, and they brought him into pitch, and he thought, well, okay, they want me to pitch, so he was throwing fastballs and curveballs. And when he got to the dugout afterwards, they said, "What are you doing?" He says, "You wanted me to pitch." Yeah, we wanted you to throw the knuckleball. So he started throwing the knuckleball almost exclusively, and he confounded hitters, and moved his way right up to the Pirates, and then lost his effectiveness after a couple of seasons, and thought he was out of baseball again, and he was let go, and he kind of floated around, went home back to Melbourne, Florida, and the Red Sox said, we'd be interested in you. What we're going to do is we're going to set you up, as you said, with Phil and Joe Niekro, and they're gonna show you how to get it in your head that you are a knuckleballer and you're a good knuckleballer. And they did. They basically took him under their wing, and they told him, you are a knuckleballer. You're throwing the knuckleball. It's your life now. It's not just a pitch. It's your life now. You're going to throw it on every pitch, and you're going to understand it. You're going to become one with the knuckleball almost. It was almost like when you can snatch the pebble from my hand, it's time for you to leave kind of thing. But then as you said, 2003 gave up that home run to Aaron freaking Boone. And his middle name is not freaking in Boston, but you know what I'm saying. And you do it so marvelously. I got to tell you that, darling. But then 2004, he came back after that terrible low, and they won the first World Series that a Boston Red Sox team had won in 47 centuries. And it was they got the curse of the babe off their backs, and they won another one. And but with all of that, his story is not complete without talking about his philanthropic gestures and overtures to kids that did not have all the gifts that other kids have. And he said that there was a center for kids, for those kids in his hometown, and he said they were down to their last $12.50 in their checking account, and he held a golf tournament to raise money for that center. And he did it every year, and gave not only to the kids in his hometown, but he set up one in Boston as well. And when I think of all the good things that he did off the field, he was nominated for the Roberto Clemente Award as an outstanding man off the field. I think it was 8 times, and then he finally won it. And he said, "This is the greatest thing, the greatest honor I've ever had. Doesn't matter all the other stuff I've done in baseball. This is the greatest thing, or the greatest honor I've ever been given." And you know, when I think of that, and when I think of him of passing away way too young, it's you can hear my voice. I'm starting to get emotional about it. But you know, just watching the videos of him last night, and thinking what a good person he was. Just terribly sad for him to have to go this way.